Hey guys, William Smith here with Patriot Containers. I always ask for constructive criticism on my videos. I want to know if I'm doing something wrong or if I come off ungenuine. And, I had a customer that tells me, hey, you should stop wearing shorts. Well, I wear shorts. I wear shorts during the summer and I work for myself. I'm not one of those guys that thinks I should wear a suit and a suit is going to make me more money. I believe it's in your mind and it's in your soul. If I can sell anything in a white T-shirt and sandals, it doesn't matter. But that customer told me that I should wear a Patriot Containers shirt or a Patriot Containers hat, and I used to buy all kinds of apparel, sweatshirts, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. It was kind of like a waste of money. It it was a business expense that I could write off because it's a cost of doing business and I could write it off. It was a waste of money. It was one of those things where, as a business owner, it made you feel good, but it didn't do anything. It's not. I'm not selling merchandise here. I'm selling cargo containers and providing a real service. But that's about it. I got hats and I got a sweatshirt or two, and I think I donated all the apparel that I have or had, and I sent it to Ecuador. So people in Ecuador are wearing Patriot Containers stuff all over the place. And I'll even see a picture with somebody with a hat on or something. It's crazy. Anyways, I was talking to a customer earlier that ordered from me, and he brought up, I always am searching for ideas that are helpful for people that are looking for a cargo container. And maybe people go online and type in something and they're looking for answers. I want my videos to help you. I also want my videos to help you not get scammed and not buy from shitty companies that I expose on my YouTube channel. That being said, good topic that this customer brought up. And this is one of the biggest topics. When you take an order from somebody, I have an order sheet. When I take your order, it's got your email, your first and last name, your cell phone, your home number, your shipping address, shipping notes. Maybe you want pictures. Maybe you're paying cash on delivery. What your item is, and how much I sold it to you. The tax, the shipping, the total, and then if you want modifications, I can write down where you want modifications at. So when I send over the real modification sheet to the modification company, it'll be done correctly because you don't want to screw that up at all. And then also your payment information. That being said, oh, I forgot one major thing. Doors to the cab or doors to the back. That's what this video is about. When you have a container that's loaded on a trailer, you have a container. All used containers have doors at one end only and the opposite end is shut, okay? Whether it's a 20, 40, 40-foot high cube, 40-foot standard, 45-footer. The only way to get a container that has double doors at each end is to buying a new one that comes with double doors, and they can become very costly. I do sell them. Or you can put a roll-up door on the back of the container or on the sides of the container. And so, but the purpose of this video is when you take an order for a cargo container, I have got to ask you, how do you want the doors loaded on the trailer? And it can be confusing if you don't ask it correctly, because a lot of customers that never bought a container, they say, we say doors to the cab or doors to the rear. And a lot of customers, they haven't thought about that. A proper way of saying it is when the trailer tilts down, do you want the doors to touch the ground first or last? And then they get it. So you as a customer, have got to analyze your property and figure out, do you want this container this way or do you want it this way? And that's a judgment call that you have to make. I can't make it for you. I can tell you right now, 95% of all my sales are doors to the cab, which means when the container is being unloaded, the closed part touches the ground first and the doors touch the ground last. I never question that because 95% of all my sales are doors to the cab. Now, every once in a while, 5% of the time, somebody goes, well, I want it doors to the back where the doors touch the ground first. I do question that one, and I'll tell you why. Sometimes people don't know if is the driver backing in or is he pulling straight through. You have got to figure that out. But there's been some times over the years, and it will happen in the future, it happens in the past, and it still happens, where somebody will say, I want doors to the back. And I go, are you sure? Most of my sales are doors to the cab. And they go, yes, it's my container, my property, I would know. Just questioning. I've actually had that happen where the driver goes to the depot, gets loaded with doors to the back, and I already questioned it. And he's halfway there on a freeway or wherever he's going, and the customer calls and goes, hey man, I was wrong. I needed doors to the cab. And I'm like, gosh dang it, I knew it. I asked and you fought me against it. So yes, that's a very huge part of your order. That's probably the most common thing on your order, other than with what you're ordering and with what condition it's in. Doors to the back or doors to the cab. Do you want the doors to touch the ground first or last? And if I have a customer that doesn't know, or I can't get a hold of them, and my driver's picking it up, I'm loading that thing doors to the cab, and 95% of the time I'm gonna get it right. Now, I always say, if I have to bet $1,000 that it's doors to the cab, I'm gonna be $1,000 richer. I'm gonna be so rich off $1,000 bets that I don't care if I lose $1,000 and it's doors to the back. I'll be rich. But yeah, 95% of everybody wants doors to the cab, and about 5% of people want doors to the back. But yeah, that's I was talking to this customer and taking his order, and he brought that up, and I was like, man, I should make a video about that. It'd be very helpful for useful information. Another video that's getting good traction is, what should I put underneath my container? That one's getting a lot of views. So these type of common questions that people might want to know, I'm going to start making useful information videos that are not attacking the competitors, but they're giving you helpful information. And once again, if you want to call me, 888-611-5698. All right, guys, have a great one. Goodbye. I promise this is the last video today. Have a great one. Bye.